All right, welcome to a session of FitEssentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through. We're going to be utilizing the short resistance bands. If you have some TheraBands for the first part of the session today, right after we do some breathing and a little bit of stretching. So if you want to get that ready, otherwise go ahead and come on up to your feet. All right, we're going to do our spinal cord breathing from standing here today. So check in with your midsection. Make sure you're not arching the low back. Draw the abdomen in, rock your pelvis back, soft bend in the knees. You're going to maintain this bend in the knees throughout. Breathing in, go ahead and circle those arms around, bring the forearms and the palms together, and then breathing out. Curl yourself into a little ball here, drawing the abdomen in, bowing the head down. When you're ready for that next inhale, lift the chest, divide the arms, try to take a nice deep breath in through the nose, lifting your head to look up to where the wall meets the ceiling. And then exhale, taking it right back down. Maintain that soft bend in the knees, pulling that abdomen in as you pull the chest down or head down to the chest. 3 more times. Breathe in, engage the glutes, open the front side of the body, pull the shoulders down and back, and then exhale. Smooth, long exhales, bowing down, chin to the chest. Twice more. See if you can expand your breath a little bit more each time. Squeeze the glute to protect that low back as you gently open. And exhale through. Final series on that inhale. Circle those arms through. Open your heart, lifting it up towards the sky. And on your last exhale, look to breathe out a little bit longer than you normally would, but just look to not get yourself dizzy. Send the air out. On that next inhale, drop the arms down, come on up to standing. Good job. Roll the shoulders back, keep that soft bend the knees. We're going to go into our, I like to call it like our tree branch arms, gates of heaven. Heard all different names for it, but some spinal mobility here, rotating through the head, rotating through the torso. Smooth breathing. After about 5 times or so with the arms away, start to allow those elbows to bend. Hands should lightly tap the torso, front of the torso, back of the torso. And see to time that exhale with the tap of the arms. Heating up the body. Good. Move the front arm up to the upper part of the lungs, right in front of the shoulders. Using the thenar, the thumb portion of your palm to tap in that upper portion. Still getting that rotation. Good. Let's go 2 more on each side with the hand up, and then we're going to take it back down. Get a nice swing through the hips. Good. Lower that arm back down to the front of the torso, and we're going to unwind. A few more times here, and we'll go back to our tree branch arms. Good, nice and flowing, nice and smooth. Start to slowly bring yourself to a stop. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and open up those hip flexors next. Right foot forward, left foot back. Interlace the hands, stretch up nice and tall. And now we're going to send that back hip forward, squeezing the glutes, lifting the chest, grab onto the wrist of your left leg, and now bend towards your right. Those eyes up, head up. Squeezing the glute of that trail leg to invite the front of that hip to open. 1 more breath here. And go to release those arms. Good job. In between sides, just a couple side step arm swings. Rotating the palms back. Very good. And then we'll balance it out on the opposite side. This time, your right foot is stepping back. Interlace those hands once again. Stretch up tall, lifting up out of those hips. Send that back hip forward. Squeeze the glute. And now lightly bend towards that front leg. Feel the front side of the body and hip open. Eyes up, chest up. And release. Great job. Walk the feet back in, our ankle circles next. So practicing some balance here, up on 1 foot, palms rotate forward, We'll go 5 to 8 circles in one direction, hips nice and level. Good, if you can maintain that position, keep that foot up and switch directions of that ankle. Wonderful. When you're ready, set it down, same thing other side. Lift up, lift the foot and knee, and here we go. Great balance, crew. Switch directions. Wonderful. We're going to step it out nice and wide, inner thigh opener next. Soft bend the knees, feet well outside the hips, flat foot on the ground. So grip those toes down, chest up, shoulders back and down, and just take it into that gentle side lunge. Knee pushes out. Looking to lengthen through the inner thigh on the side you're lunging away from. Breathe in, come to center. Same thing other side. Shoulders back and down, reach those arms straight out. Invite that chest to stay tall. Very good. Once more, both directions. Standing tall. Again, slowly lower. Gripping the foot down. Excellent. And back to center. Second time on that opposite side. All right, shimmy those feet in. Quad stretch, and then we're going to grab our band. So draw it up and in. Grab the foot, pull the heel towards the glute. Keeping the ribs tucked down, soft bend in the knee of the support leg. Lengthen the front side of the thigh. Good. You want to go into that forward lean, challenge your balance a little bit more. You can keep pulling that heel towards the glute, reaching forward, find a spot about 6 to 8 feet on the ground to focus on. And 2, 1, come back up. And same thing other side. Plant the foot, draw everything up and in, establishing that balance as you grab the foot. Very good. Again, if you want to go into that challenge position, soft bend the knee, long spine here as you bow forward, reaching out, find a spot to focus on. Wonderful. And draw it up from there. Very good. All right, grab your band. You're going to bring it around both legs just above the knees. We're going to be going banded walks with the squats. And I'm grabbing my mat for our glute bridge. So it's going to be 1.5 minutes on the banded walk, just depending upon the area of your space. You're going to go anywhere between 4 to 6 steps laterally. And then depending upon your proficiency with the squats, you'll go 2 to 3 squats at the end and then take it back. So standing nice and tall, toes pointing straight ahead, establish that soft bend in the knees. So you're in like a little mini quarter squat. And when you're ready, here we go. So I make it about 5 steps, and then we're going to go 2 to 3 squats, knees push out against the band, feet and heels firmly planted. And you go back into that little mini squat, drawing the abdomen in, and head the other direction. Excellent. Breathing smooth, push those knees wide. Wonderful. You should get about 3 cycles or so in that 90 seconds. Good. Taking your time, getting all the way down. And taking it back. Just over halfway. Good. We're at about 30 seconds left. So try to time it so that you can finish with equal amount of touches on both sides of the body. Good. Bringing it back. Finish this set, and then we'll take it down to the floor. We're going to do a short stretch for the low back before we jump into those glute bridges once we get down there. Very good. Finish those squats. Make your way to the mat and gradually come on down. You can just keep that band where it is. Slowly roll on back. We're going to hug both legs into the chest and a little double knee to chest to start. Just a short loosening of the low back. And then about 10 seconds, we're going to have a minute for those glute bridges. So you're going to place the feet about hip width apart. You're going to have that outward pressure on the band throughout. Make sure your shoulders are drawn back under you so you have a nice broad chest. And then when you're ready, gradually start to raise the hips up, pushing the knees out, pausing in that top position, and then again, gradually bringing it down. Get some activation for the muscles in the back side of the body. Tends to be the more dormant side of our body when we sit quite a bit. We aren't really utilizing the back side a whole lot. Knees push out. As you get higher with the hips, pull the chin to the chest. Good, about 15 seconds left. Up and squeeze, maintaining that pressure on the band, laterally pushing out with the legs. Both feet should be flat on the ground. Good, and 3, 2, 1, and release. Keep that band on. We're gonna make our way back up. We'll go one more cycle of that. 90 seconds of the banded walk with the squats and 1 minute of the glute bridge. All righty, we'll start in 10 seconds. Great job. Soft bend those knees, draw that abdomen in, and here we go. Breathe as you move. Wonderful. Knees push wide, arms reach out and up to help encourage that chest to stay tall. Excellent. And then we'll hold that position, feeling all those muscles work. Taking it back. Super. Moving well, crew. Great squats, Jean. Now I see it's the handles on your band. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. For a second, I thought you had a weight hanging off the band. It's like, that's a different. Halfway through that 90 seconds. Awesome job. I'm going to go one more time down and back, and then I'm going to head towards the mat. Good. Standing all the way up at the top, fully opening the hips. Good job. Try to get a little deeper in the squat if you can, sinking down. That's the way. Great work. You want to come down as far as you're able, holding that position in the low back. All right, in about 10 seconds, we'll complete that 90. But if you equal yourself out on both sides, you can make your way back to the floor. On this second round, if you feel strong in your glute bridge, you can make it into a glute bridge march on this second cycle through. For the march, you're going to be holding the bridge throughout, and you'll go one leg up and then the other. I'll do the first 30 seconds of the regular bridge and then go into the march. 2, 1, when you're ready. Down and relax. And as your body's heating up, you can move a little bit faster through the bridge this time, up and down, kind of pulsing through those positions. All right, I'm gonna get ready for that march. If you're doing the march, make sure you utilize that upper body as well. Arms out to the side, pushing down through that upper body. We lift one knee up. You can kick the leg straight if you want, but I find it easier. Whoops, I just lost my band. Came up the thighs. Focus to lengthen through the low back as you're holding this position. Want to avoid that pinching sensation in that lower spine. Very good. And 3, 2, 1, and gradually release. Come on down, and let's take that band off the legs. All right, wonderful. We're going to open up the hips a bit more next. So go ahead and extend the legs straight out. Actively drive that right thigh down as you hug the left leg in, pulling it towards the left shoulder, and then pulling it across the body towards the right shoulder. Check in with the head. The neck tends to get extended here, so lift the head up, draw the chin in. When you're ready, pull the right leg up to meet the foot of the left, release the leg. You take the left hand onto the left knee. You can use the right hand to pull that right thigh in. Figure 4. Good. Gentle with the stretches. If you want to add some sciatic nerve flossing of the right leg, you can extend the knee, drawing the foot and toes towards you, pointing it away, drawing it back, and then bend down and in. We'll go about 3 cycles of the sciatic nerve floss, and then we'll switch sides. Point, draw it back, tuck it in. We need to have glide with the nerve along the track in the back of the leg. Our muscles, our nerves, all that is interlaced and wrapped up in what we call fascia. You can think about it's like saran wrap around the muscles. Go ahead and release that side when you're ready. Now we'll extend the left leg to start, hug the right shin in towards the chest, and then guide it across towards the left shoulder. So sometimes the nerves will get caught within that cellophane wrap of the fascia, but those simple exercises can help just keep the nerve moving, avoid it getting stuck along its track. Breathing here. When you're ready, we'll pull the left leg up to meet the ankle of the right foot. Again, if you'd like, you can use the hand of the right hand onto the right knee to gently push away from you as you grab onto your left thigh with the left hand and hug that leg in. Take 2 or 3 breaths here before you start to move that left leg. So give some focus to that outer right hip. And then when you're ready, we can extend that left leg up, drawing the foot back towards you, pointing the foot and toes away, pull it back, and then hold those toes in that pulled back position as you bend the knee down. Twice more. Up, point, pulling it back, bend it down. Good. Last time. Up, feeling some tension in the back of the leg. Point, draw it down, hug it in, and release. Great job. Just a little bit of some windshield wiper through the hips. So walk your feet about the length of your mat or just outside the hips. Splay your arms out to the side, and then with the feet flat on the ground, you'll lower the knees towards one side of the body, and then up and across towards the other side. Some internal and external rotation through the hips. Have good movement. Sometimes you won't feel a whole lot here, but just keeps it all moving. Let's go one more time each direction, flowing through. Good. As you finish that, walk the feet back in, draw the knees and legs together. Go ahead and bring them up, and we're going to go 2 knee twists before we roll it on over. So both legs come across, turn the head, peer over that opposite shoulder. And then guide it across, same thing other side. We're going to go twice on each side. Get you ready for some sumo single arm deadlifts coming up next. If anyone did check the workout on the website, we're going to change it up just a little bit. We're going to add some squatting in there with the cross crawl movement, and then we'll come down for a down dog, knee to elbow. So once you've gotten 2 twists on each side of the body, let's go ahead and roll over onto hands and knees. We're going to stretch out the forearms and wrists just a bit, and then we'll make our way up to our feet. So on all fours, you're going to turn the palms down and rotate the hands so the fingers are pointing in towards you. Draw your abdomen in and gently lean back, spreading your fingers nice and wide. Very good. Breathing here. Those forearms get pretty stiff. If you work at a computer, working on your phone, communicating with your friends and families, from here, walk those hands in and release the hands from there. And now rotate around. If you do a lot of gardening, any kind of manual work, our forearms are working quite a bit, a lot of times more than we realize. We get stiff, and that affects how that wrist can move. Switch directions of that rotation. All right, go ahead and come off the hands. If you're comfortable to kneel, and we'll just rotate through those wrists here from a kneeling position. You can either stay up on the knees, or if it's comfortable to sit back on your feet, that's also a good stretch for the ankles. Good. And then we're going to take the back of the hands, fingers pointing down to the floor together. Pull the shoulders down out of your ears, and now lower your elbows down. Get a gentle stretch on the back side of the hands and through the forearms. And shake it out one more time. Super. All right, let's come into down dog, and then we'll inchworm our way up. So wide handprint, turn those toes under. Take a few pulses here. We're going to rock forward onto the hands, rock back, more weight into the heels, drawing your chin to the chest. About 3 to 5 times there, inviting that mid back to open and lengthen the back of the body. After 3 to 5 times there, then we'll give some attention to the calves, pedaling out those heels, lengthen the lower leg. Good. Keep breathing. One more time on each foot. And then we'll go nice and slow. Slowly push through the hands, walk the feet towards the hands, keeping that soft bend in the knees. And then we'll just come out of this like toe touch position nice and slow. Let the head be heavy. Draw your abdomen in as you slowly bring the hands up the legs. Wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and grab a quick drink. And then whatever weight you want to utilize to start, I'll show you what we're going to be doing here. So you're going to have the weight right between the legs. Standing nice and tall, you'll hinge at your hips, squeeze the glutes as you stand, coming down, switching hands up and down. If your range of motion is a little bit limited and stiff for you to reach down and grab something off the floor, then you can shorten that range of motion and switch your hands at the top, or simply hold on with 2 hands and do a double arm deadlift, whatever is best for you. So we're going to have 1 minute of practicing that deadlift. Then we'll go into 30 seconds of a squat. Then we'll do some blood flow work before we come down to the floor for our down dog knee to elbow. All right, if there are no questions, we're going to start here in 10 seconds. First of 3 rounds. So stand tall, draw those ribs down and in, midline nice and strong, soft bend the knees, bowing forward, and 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze the glutes, standing straight up and down, and then long spine as you send those hips back. Wonderful. Good. You're engaging that upper body as well, thinking about squeezing that shoulder blade in, activating the lat through that arm. That's going to help keep that weight close to your center of gravity and not let it start to swing out and away. Good. Breathing in as you lower. Exhale as you stand tall. We're over halfway. Great job. Nice position. Yeah. Push the feet, stand with confidence. Lower just a hair slower. 10 seconds. Knees push out. And 2, 1, and set that weight down. We're going to a squat next. If you want to hold some weight, you can. I'm going to go unweighted this first round, and then we'll hold some weight on the later rounds. So 2, 1, when you're ready, sinking down, standing tall. We'll be 30 seconds of a squat, and then we're going to go straight into some blood flow work, incorporating some cross crawl patterns. Good. Feet are planted. Toes are pushing down into the floor. 10 seconds. Very good. Nice, good rhythm. 2, 1, and transition. Walk the feet in. We're going to go our march and punch next. Good. Arms punch across. If you want to add a little hop to it, you can. Good. Halfway. We'll have 30 seconds here, and then we're coming down to the mat. Down dog, knee to elbow is next. If you aren't familiar with the movement, just take a moment to watch. We have a full minute to practice that exercise. 2, 1, and here we go. Down to the mat. Spread those hands nice and wide. Activate the arches of the hand to support through the wrist. Turn the toes under, lift the hips. So we're gonna pulse back. As you draw yourself forward, lift up and pull the knee towards the same side elbow on this cycle. Pushing back into down dog. Exhale, draw that knee forward. With the breathing a little bit higher, I find myself, I exhale as I push back, and I exhale again as I draw forward. When my breathing is slower, I typically inhale as I push back, exhale as I come forward. I got a little bit more higher respiration rate right now. Good. We're over halfway here on set 1. Biggest key on the breathing is not to hold your breath, just to move fluid and breathe smooth. All right, maybe one more on each side. And there's our minute. Great job. Inchworm your way back up to your feet. Coming out nice and gradual. We've got 30 seconds till we start our next round. So as you come up, you can kind of rotate through the torso a little bit. Good. A little bit of a short side stretch, keeping it a little bit more dynamic than normal, reaching across. Fantastic. All right, then we'll get back into position, starting in less than 10. Deadlifts first. Chest tall, draw the abdomen in. 2, 1, here we go. Alternating arms. Squeeze the backside, squeeze the glutes, stacking the shoulders right over top as you stand tall. Fantastic. There you go, good rhythm. Halfway through. Good, those of you here live are doing a great job with your head and neck position as well. We tend to want to keep the head looking up, which overarches that neck. So as you're bowing down, chin in, look down. As you stand tall, keep that head neutral, looking straight ahead. Almost to that minute. And 3, 2, 1. Squats are next. We'll take 10 seconds. You want to hold a weight. Set the feet. 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds of a squat. Nice consistent breathing. You can always pause the top if you want to slow down the tempo a little bit. Very nice. 10 seconds. Maybe doing our alternating knee to elbow from standing next. So just so you can have an idea where we're going towards. There's that 30 seconds. Now we'll stand tall. Draw that knee across. Good. Keeping those hips level, draw the abdomen up and in. This definitely requires some good balance here. So if you need to, slow it down. Wonderful. Great job, crew. One more each side. And make your way down for down dog. This time we're going to go across the body, knee towards the opposite elbow. Spread from the pinky through the thumb as wide as you can. 2, 1, when you're ready. Open through the mid-back. Again, lifting up through your midline, drawing the knee across the torso towards that opposite elbow. Strong positioning through that upper body, lifting up, not letting yourself cave down into those shoulders. Strong, consistent breathing and airflow here. We're halfway through. If you need to come off the hands, take a break. There's no shame in that. We're looking for quality movements. Ooh, great work. 10 seconds. This is the end of round 2. We have one more set coming up next. 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Good job making your way back up to the feet. You're welcome to grab a drink. And we'll do that like flowing side stretch. Just kind of shift through the hips as we're grabbing a drink. All right. There we go. Reach across. Reaching up. 10 seconds, we'll be into our third and final round, coming back to those single leg deadlifts. Single leg deadlifts, single arm, excuse me. So walk the feet just outside the hips. Bye, Kathy, we'll see you soon. And 2, 1, here we go. Long spine, bowing down. Squeeze the glutes as you stand. And switching arms at the bottom or the top if that feels better for your body. Breathing into lower. Exhale as you stand nice and strong. Good. Strong midline, draw the abdomen in as you lower down. Support the spine. We're halfway. Setting that weight down right between your feet. Good. Standing tall, stacking those shoulders right over the hips. Thinking about lengthening through the spine as you stand tall. Maybe one more on each arm. And when you finish that rep, go ahead and rest. All right, last set of squats. With or without weight. Set the feet, and here we go. Good job. Keep it just a subtle toe out, help keep the hips nice and open. Either reaching the arms up or think about raising your elbows up if you're holding weight. We don't want to, if we keep those elbows down, we tend to lose that chest position. So the more we can lift that upper body, the better position we maintain. Good, 1 or 2 more. Fantastic. We're gonna go the behind the back cross crawl, where you stand tall, reach for that opposite foot. Really feel the hamstring when I do this one. Yeah, trying to grab that heel. Staying long. Nice. 10 seconds. Maybe one more each side. And transition. We'll start our down dog in 10 seconds. We'll stick with that across the body, the diagonal position of the knee. Spread the hands. Turn those toes under. And here we go. Use this as a stretch as well, opening that mid back as you push back. You can start to think about lowering the heel down as well. Both heels can kind of drop down together as you push back. Grip those fingers down as you draw yourself forward. Good. I loose. Whoops. And a headbutt in the dog. Pushing back, drawing up and forward. This guy's been sleeping for like the last 2 hours, and now we're gonna see how he wakes up. We are over halfway. We have 15 seconds left. Hey, bud. Oh, thanks. All right, keep it moving. 10 seconds. Nice job. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. When you finish there, go ahead and come on down to your knees. We're going to take a moment in child's position next. So we'll bring the big toes together, divide the knees, and reach those arms straight out in front of your body. Go ahead and rock your hips back, lower that head down. We'll take about 3 nice deep breaths here, looking to send the air to the outer aspects of your lungs. Breathe into the back side of the lungs. One more time. Good job. From here, come back up onto the palms. Let's take your left leg, kick it out to the side. Instead of being on the side of the foot, try to turn the sole of the foot down to the floor. And then from here, reach the arm. Left hand's gonna reach across just slightly to the right side of the body as you rock back, not forcing anything. You feel a nice opening in that inner thigh. Loose. Good. From there, come on back up. Bring that left leg in before you go to the other side. Let's go about 5 cycles of a cat-cow. Lift up that mid-body. Draw the chin into the chest on your exhale. And then as you inhale, just lightly arch the back. Lift the head. 3 more times or so there. Chin in. Good, maybe one more time. Nice, long, smooth breath. Lifting and gently arching. Great job. Let's balance out the inner thighs. This time your right leg. So reach that right leg out to the side, to my right as well. Gently sinking back, and then right arm reaches just slightly across to the left. Lower that head down. All right, we have one more series to finish. We're going to be doing some reverse lunges. Or if you happen to have a box in your area, if you want to do step ups, you can. I'm going to demo the lunges coming out of that position. Let's walk the knees in so that they're touching. And we're going to do our quadruped hip rock here. Drawing the abdomen in, rock the hips side to side. So we're going to have 1:15 for those reverse lunges. If you haven't done a whole lot of lunging, or if you tend to get sore from lunging, maybe stop a little bit sooner than that. If you've been feeling good in sessions and have been consistent with your training, then you should be ready for this a little bit longer interval. After that 1:15 of lunging, we're going to go straight into our series of 2 burpees and 4 jump jacks. So that will take 2.5 minutes to do those 2 exercises. We'll take a 30-second break, and we're going to do that 3 times through. All right, let's go ahead and make your way up to the feet. I'm going to distract the dog with a bone. Let's grab a drink of water. And then we'll get started. You're welcome to do weighted lunges if you want. I'm going to go just body weight today. We'll take about 9 minutes to do this last circuit, and then we'll take a few minutes to finish with some stretching at the end. All right. So if you're not familiar with the lunges, I'll talk you through it on this first set. Standing up nice and tall, draw the abdomen in. And when you're ready, 2, 1, here we go. Controlling the knee back and down, front heel stays planted, up and open. And we're alternating legs. You can reach those arms out similar to the squat. And if you want to slow down the tempo as well, you can add a little challenge. Come all the way up to that high knee position, back and down, drive it through, or just avoid that. And you'll get more touches in. Avoid is probably not the best word. You can leave that part out. That's our first 30 seconds. I'll give you our minute mark as well. You want to just slowly lower that knee down, lightly touching it to the mat. And then you're looking to propel through that front heel, pushing down, generating that force to open up through that hip. Good. Front heel stay planted, and you don't want the knee to shoot forward. So a nice vertical shin. That's our minute mark. So maybe one more on each leg. And 2, 1, we're going to go right to the burpees. So you'll reach down for the mat. You can step back or hop back. Top of the push-up, step up or hop up. Reach up to overhead. We do 2 burpees. And then 4 step or jump jacks. So 2 burpees, 4 step or jump jacks. We'll be doing this for 1:15 as well. Some breathing work. Great job. As always, good consistent breathing. Wonderful. We're over halfway. If you are stepping, see if you can notice which foot you step back with and try to alternate which foot stepping back and then which foot stepping up. Good. We're 1 minute in. We got about 10 seconds left. And 2, 1, and we'll take 30 seconds rest. Now that's set 1. We're gonna do it twice more. All right. 10 seconds, we back for round 2. Reverse lunges first. Depending upon your space, if you prefer a walking lunge, that's great as well. Reverse lunge is a little bit better for a smaller space. All right, friends, 2, 1, and set 2. Control the knee down. Front heel is planted. Drive into that heel, propelling yourself up and forward. Good. Nice, Jean. Eyes stay tall. Strong single leg strength. That's our 30-second mark. Yep. Smooth breathing. Sometimes as we start to get tired, our hips will want to kick out to the side, to make sure you keep the hips nice and level, nice and neutral. Good. 30 seconds left. Breathing through. Great tempo. That's 1 minute in, 15 seconds to go. And then again, we'll move into our 2 burpee plus 4 jump jacks. We did the no push-up burpee last time. If you want to go all the way to the chest, you can. 2, 1, transition, wide handprint. If you are going to the chest, make sure you're not peeling as you come off the ground. So neutral spine, making your way up. That peeling posture is hard on that low back. It tends to overarch the low back. 2 burpee, 4 stepper jump jacks. Woo! Thereabouts. Nice job. Down, midline strong. Woo! Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. We got 45 seconds left. Feel myself keep using that same leg to get up. See, I remind you all of the things that I have to always remind myself as well. It's common to have that dominant side. For me, it's my left leg that I tend to favor when it comes to getting up off the ground. All right, we're almost there. 10 seconds. And 2, 1, and 30 seconds rest. Good job. 2 of 3 rounds done. All right. 3rd and final round here, and starting in 15 seconds. All right, keep your thoughts positive. Keep yourself just moving steady. Ready? Here we go. Oh, sorry, lunges first. Alternating legs. I almost went back to those burpees. And now the fatigue will start to set in. So make sure you don't start to go sloppy on those lunges. Just kiss the knee. And none of these movements should be painful. I mean, it's different to feel the muscles burn, but you shouldn't have pain in the joints. So if anything's bothering you, you can always talk to me before or after sessions. There's an email contact on all the videos. Good. We're over halfway. That's 40 seconds done. Grip the toes. Keep using that front foot to generate that upward force. 20 seconds left. That right now is our minute mark. Nice. Yep, reaching those arms out. Great job. We got one more on each leg, and then we'll be into our final set. Burpee times 2, jump jack times 4. Here we go. Support those wrists. Spread the hands wide, either with or without the push-up. Nice. Woo. Staying strong. Good work. Fantastic. 30 seconds done, 45 seconds left. You stay steady to the end, or you can push that tempo just a little bit. If you want to slow it down a little bit, you can always go to stepping jacks. Less than 30 seconds. Think about engaging those glutes to help draw yourself back up to standing. All right, final 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice work. Virtual high fives. All right, grab the water and we'll stretch. Excellent job. All right, we're gonna do our wall overhead stretch next. I'm gonna use this box to demonstrate on. So you can place the hands on the wall straight in front of you, or I'm gonna place them on the top of this box. Walking the feet back, draw the abdomen in. And now you're gonna pull the chin to the chest and invite the heart and chest to lower down towards the floor. And then as always, big breaths here, looking to expand the backside of the lungs, trying to breathe into the sides of your rib cage. As you exhale, sink into that stretch a little bit more. Ensure you're maintaining a soft bend in the knees. Spend about 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, make your way on up out of that. All right, we're gonna do our tricep side bend next with the stagger stance. So let's start on your left arm, left leg can step back, left arm reaches up. We're gonna bend the elbow of the left arm, reaching up and around, drawing that elbow back behind without letting your head drop forward. So chin in, and then similar to what we did in our warm-up, we're gonna send the hips forward, engaging the glutes, and then bend the body to the side. And we'll weave in and out of this. So we'll come out of it, shift the hip again, eyes up, bend to the side. And once more, shift the hip back. Invite it forward, squeezing the glute of that trail leg, eyes up, and then a gentle side bend. Very good. In between sides, you're gonna go behind the back stretch. So wide base stance, soft bend the knees, draw those shoulders back, looking to interlace the hands behind you. Extend the elbows, and then maintain that soft bend the knees. Send the hips back, draw the chin in, and raise those arms right up over your torso. Breathing deep here. Eye moves. No kisses, please. One more breath, and then on that next inhale, come on back to standing. Good job. Let's balance it out. Tricep side bend on the opposite leg. So it'd be your left foot forward, right foot back. Draw those ribs down and in as you reach that right arm up. Bending the elbow, grab. Good. So get that hip shift as well. Inviting the front of the hips to open as you bend towards your left. And we'll come in and out of it about 3 times. Up, hip shift again. Front foot should be firmly planted. Shin vertical. Good. Last time. Rock out of it. Rock into it. Lift up and gently bend to the side. Fantastic. Go ahead and release the arms. Walk the feet back in. We're going to do our Jefferson toe touch next. So with all the toes pointing straight ahead, soft bend the knees, draw your abdomen in, chin down to the chest. And now we're going to intentionally allow the spine to round a bit. Trying to come down 1 second at a time as you hold nice and strong here. Never force anything, just see where that position is for your body in the bottom today. And then if you can hang out there, invite your head to be nice and heavy, get some length through your neck, using gravity in our favor to just lengthen through the neck as we breathe. Very good. When you're ready, gradually make your way back up to standing. Very good. And then we're going to make our way down to the floor next. Onto a seated position for our hurdler stretch with our side stretch. Coming on down. Draw one foot in, extend out that other leg. Make sure you're seated right up on those sit bones. So nice and gradual here. You kind of take the arm of the outstretched leg, glide it down towards the foot. If you can, grab the toes, great. And the opposite arm is going to come up and over into a little side stretch. Good. And breathe. Turn the gaze. So you're looking up towards the hand of that outstretched arm. Looking up towards the ceiling. Let's hold this for about 2 more breaths. And good. Go ahead and release. We're going to go butterfly stretch in between. So we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Continue to sit up nice and tall. Draw the shoulders back. And just invite the knees to drop down. You guys can probably hear the crunching of the bone, chewing on his rawhide. Alrighty, one more breath there, and then we'll go our hurdler stretch on the opposite side. So other leg stretches out. Make sure you're still up on those sit bones, long through the spine as you gradually slide that hand down towards the foot. And then opposite arm reaches up and over. Add that side stretch, turn the gaze. You're looking up towards that hand. Very nice. So 2 more breaths here. And release. Very good. We're going to go a seated figure 4 next. So walk the feet in, extend out one leg, cross the other foot over. And we'll use this a little bit of an opening through the chest as well. So draw your shoulders back, place the hands down so that the fingers are pointing away. And now you'll inch that foot up. So shoulders draw back and we're opening up the outer hip. I'm going to hold this one for 30. Feel free just to close the eyes and relax for a moment. We're looking to use the breathing now to try to calm the body down. It's a lot of hard work. So it's in the recovery process, the muscle growth and all the good magic happens after the workouts when we allow our body to recover. So we need to kind of bring ourselves down out of that stress mode. Go ahead and come out of that. And we'll go same thing on the other side. Cross the opposite foot over. Continue to draw those shoulders back and then inch that foot up and in, pushing that knee out. And we'll hold 30 seconds here. Back to your breathing. And use the distraction of the noise of the bone if you can hear it, just kind of like life, right? We want to try to find those calm, peaceful, those moments of serenity. But sometimes we hear like the sound of the traffic, the sound of the cars. And so the challenge or the opportunity is to find the peace within the chaos. Good. Final breath here and release. Great job. All right, we're going to finish out with just a couple movements for the upper body, and then we'll be all done. So go ahead and make your way to all fours. We're going to do our mid-back rotations. We're going to take the one hand behind the head, breathing in, bring that elbow across towards that opposite elbow. Breathing out, you'll lift up out of that downside shoulder, peering up towards that sky. Good. 5 times there, and then we're going to thread the needle on this side before we switch. Breathe in. And breathe out, holding that open position for a moment to peer up. Breathe in, close it down, open. After you finish those rotations, palm up, same side hand. You're gonna reach under that opposite arm, lowering that shoulder down towards the floor. Try to keep the hips as square as you can. And that opposite arm, you kind of curl the fingers over the head. You don't want this to feel painful, so if it's too much, come on out. Otherwise, about 5 cycles of breathing here, 3 to 4 more. Good. When you're ready, gradually making your way out of that, and we'll balance out the other side. Strong handprint, opposite hand behind the head. Breathe in as you bring that elbow across, lifting up, exhale as you peer up. Then close it down, lifting up and rotate. 5 times here, and then we'll thread the needle on this side. When you're ready, palm up, gently slide the hand under, lowering that shoulder down towards the floor. Opposite hand crawls over the head. The hips tend to shift away, so try to pull them back, keep them in line with the shoulder. And about 5 cycles of breathing here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. And then as you come out of that, toes together, knees divide, reach those arms straight out, turn the palms up so the little fingers come together, and then child's position to finish here. And release. All right, I invite you to take a few more moments to yourself. Anything else your body might be asking for? Otherwise, thanks for being here. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, and remember to enjoy the simple moments of life.